Ukraine's ground forces commander said on Monday that Kiev was planning its next move after Moscow shifted the focus of its offensive from a flagging assault on the eastern city of Bakhmut to another town further south, described as post-apocalyptic. The Ukrainian military aims to wear down Russian forces as much as possible before launching a counter-offensive in the coming weeks or months, seeking to end the all-out invasion launched by Russian President Vladimir Putin 13 months ago. Ukrainian ground forces commander Colonel General Alexander Syrsky said last week that the counterattack could come very soon. There was one explosion and a shockwave. It stunned me. People got scared and fell on the ground. Then there was another explosion. Those who were more or less fine went to the hospital on their own. The roof was destroyed over there. The window was blown out. And those two places are relatively far from the epicenter. But what happened here is just... My husband came here. His friend was inside the conscription office undergoing medical checkup. When we saw him, he was terrified, stunned, and his nose was bleeding. He sustained a blast injury. It almost feels like a second birthday for him. He is alive, but terrified. Other people were scared too. Orlando Bloom, a goodwill ambassador for the United Nations children organization UNICEF and a star of the Pirates of the Caribbean and Lord of the Rings films, met Ukrainian President Vladimir Zelensky in Kiev on Sunday. Bloom showered Zelensky with praise before reaching across the table and pounding Zelensky's chest while telling an amused Ukrainian leader, "You have a heart."
So encouraging. Yeah. I mean, in so many ways, to see just the remarkably stoic nature of the people of Ukraine. And of course, your messaging that I think is reflected in their courage and in their determination and in their perseverance and resilience is just, it's to see the children, to see in their eyes. Yes. It's palpable, the anxiety, and yet the strength of the Ukrainian people is something that is really awe-inspiring in truth. So it's, and of course, your messaging is the reason for that. So it's remarkable to see how you are, holding this country and
we have a good country.
Well,
we hold each other.
Yes.
And thank you very much for your coming and your messages, because your coming is also a big message, and for us it's very important.
It was Bloom's first trip to Ukraine since 2016, the British actor said. He also visited a children's centre in the city. The Spilno Centre, spread all over Ukraine, offers support for displaced children and their families, with more than 500,000 children and their caregivers having visited one in the past year, according to a UNICEF statement published on its website.